There he
Hey,
is.
Hey,
Yo.
guys. I
yo.
completely missed the time. It just like went over my head. When I went
Uh,
over my head,
all
it was an
good.
expression.
You ready for this dragon to fly over your head?
No
Oh,
worries.
what?
So, quick recap of what happened last time. You guys proceeded in beginning to clear out the mines. I just told the rest of the group while you were gone, Eduardo, that basically the clearing of the rest of the mine is proceeding well, if slowly. Um, the Crimson Legion, despite being slightly outnumbered, is able to take advantage of the confined space and clear out what mages remain in the rest of the mine. But the four of you in leadership are traveling down a specific deep corridor right near the aquifer base, where Justin was able to, through stone sense, detect a unusual cavernous deposit where he deduced the leadership was. So you guys managed to proceed about halfway down the mine through some oily passages and defeated some monstrosities that were being made from the bodies and souls of Urukite slave soldiers. Um, you have defeated the necromancers, freed some 200 odd Urukite slaves. Um, I have. Oh, did you level up, Prosciutto?
I totally didn't, but
Okay.
so yeah.
All right. So I mean, you can just give yourself more health and stuff, but you do get a feat or ability score improvement.
I think I'm gonna do what is it called? The one where I can choose two cantrips and a level one spell.
Magic initiate. Excellent choice.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm gonna probably do that.
okay. Did you give yourself booming blade?
I don't think I can choose Booming Blade. I have to choose one of the classes, so like Sorcerer or Warlock or something. I think Booming Blade is a Paladin thing, isn't it?
No, no. It's a sorcerer slash bard slash wizard spell.
It's a Sorcerer one.
Yeah.
Maybe I could give myself Booming Blade. The problem is I would get Booming Blade at first level. It doesn't really go up, right? And then
No,
it
cantrips automatically scale with you.
even if I'm not like a magic
Yeah,
person.
it's just a question of your level. We have to divine a narrative reason why you're able to suddenly achieve magic in a world as a person who is personally opposed to magic, but I'm sure we
Oh,
can think
that's
of a
right.
clever line
Magic
for you.
destroys the world. All right, it
Yeah,
doesn't
I
matter.
mean,
Let's just get into the plot. And
Yeah.
I should have leveled up my character beforehand. I can just for this session to simplify things, just boost
Yeah, you
his
can, for
points.
instance, give yourself an ability score improvement, and then if you
Yeah,
want, you can go back in the future and change it and give yourself a feat instead.
sure, that's fine.
Or
Let's
if
just play. I
halfway
don't
through you decide what feat you want, you can do that feat. Up to you.
fair,
Um,
fair,
okay.
but I'm already late, so I don't want to like deviate into like what my character level up should be.
That's all right. Okay. So you defeated these necromancers. There are these slaves down here. Before you go to rest, is there anything you want to tell these Urukite soldiers to do? I'm gonna turn off my camera just to put down the phone.
I don't. I feel like. Do we have any word of the from the leadership? So it's going well. I don't know. What do we tell the Urukites?
Uh, well, no, we should. Oh, the Urukites? I don't know about that, but I was gonna say we should tell some of our soldiers who are like at the, mouth of the cave, like the furthest out, to go and collect all that nice, I don't know, steel shit.
Yeah, I
Because if
mean,
this dragon's coming, Fuya was saying that it like the steel could melt if the dragon, breathes fire on the ground, which is where we'll be
Well,
standing. So
uh, one thing is those are rotting bodies. If you bring them into the confined space where you're living, there are certainly some negative consequences from that.
I mean, they can
oh
just
yeah, we should
take the steel and like drag it to a safe place like close by.
definitely get rid of rotting shit for sure. Though
yeah,
I
Yeah, I
agree
we
mean,
with
should
bringing
that.
that
we
into the
should tell
cave
the
is not great.
soldiers to bring the bodies out of the mine and leave them in the desert.
But keep the steel for sure.
Yeah, but keep the steel.
Yep. But I agree with Justin. Then let's do it.
Why do they need to clear all the bodies though? Like, can't they just pick over them for the steel stuff and leave the bodies
So
outside?
Because then we'll be stuck in here with a bunch of dead bodies, which at
Oh no,
best
no,
could mean
where
disease, and at worst could mean like undead or something.
I'm talking about those dead like reanimated zombies. I guess, but I mean that's a good point about the guys in the cave
I think
already.
just
Too.
all the bodies. It's easier to get across. And we don't want to
Sure.
burn anything down here because it'll explode. So,
Good point.
like, possibly. I mean,
Well,
I guess
that
there
corridor, but aside from
there
that, I don't
is.
think it's too. I don't think there's like pockets of gas.
I think we did find out that there was a not a foundry, but like a smelter or something. I guess we could just throw the bodies in there because presumably, if there's a smelter there, then that's not gonna explode wherever that is. That would be the
I
other
think
option.
Faradar would say, "Let us not waste fuel on the corpses of our foes. Throw them into the
Yeah.
desert. The beasts will find some use for their flesh."
Yeah.
About right.
I agree. I
There is
I
no waste in our land.
I a proposal for sort of like a later activity in terms of like the campaign. But if all of these zombies keep just appearing with all of these like metal parts, I bet you somewhere out there's a dude that's making them that has access to another like steel mine. So, you could go find the other mine.
Yeah, I'm definitely terrified of whoever's making these, but that's a problem for later.
Yeah, sure. Definitely not like a now. Maybe let's revisit in 2 or 3 levels, but I think it could be a fun side quest to find this dude.
Yes, the reanimated people is a faction that has been planned. To be clear, it is not just random occurrences of random encounters. Okay, so I
White
guess
Walkers.
so you're just directing the freed slaves to just walk towards the entrance unarmed, I guess.
Um. Well, yes, I suppose.
So as you guys are sort of huddling around to go to sleep, exhausted, cut, and bruised, these groups of a dozen or so will appear to you, sort of meekly asking, "What are they to do now?"
Of the Urkites?
Of the freed Urakite soldiers. I mean, the dead bodies of their companions are littered in these pools and constituted those meat stalactites. You can see some partially constructed ones still in those pits, but
Yeah.
they're not sure if what they're supposed to do or if you are
I'm gonna
demanding anything in particular.
Yeah,
I,
just
I'm
like
I'm gonna put my go ahead.
no. I mean, just take the bodies, loot them for anything valuable, and toss them outside.
Eduardo, what did you want to say?
Uh, yeah, I was gonna say that when they said, "What should I do now?" I was gonna just like put my hand on their backs and be like, "Oh, this is no. Where's the fucking cat? Oh my god!" I'm like, but it's like, "Oh, this is no longer the old way of thinking. No longer will you ask what you should do, or you will decide it for yourself. Some sort of thing like that." Sorry, my cat is doing fuck shit, and it's sort of deviated my attention slightly.
Being deferred by both of you to basically do what they want, they will slowly start filtering in various directions. Some go towards the entrance, some go deeper into the mine, but
But,
Yeah.
well,
I'm gonna
okay.
invite them. I'm gonna invite them to join us in the combat to liberate other of their like enslaved and captured Uruk brothers that are elsewhere in this mine.
Yes,
But I will warn
join
them.
No,
our
no.
anarcho syndicalist collective.
They're gonna go walk into the quicksand and then die.
Oh yeah, there's a quicksand.
I mean,
I'm
hey, Prosciutto told them to think for themselves. That's one of the consequences.
I'm gonna warn them that they're free to do whatever they want, but I'm gonna tell them that these mines are full of traps, and on the one side there are the Auric generals that are gonna
I,
systematically
I, I
kill
mean,
them, and on
can't
the
we
other
get that?
end there's our troops that might not know they have surrendered yet. So I'm gonna,
Can't
tell them to obviously be careful.
can't we get those Urukites to disarm the traps? Like they were the ones who set them up, right?
I bet the trap is a living creature.
Or just tell
I
us
don't.
where they are, rather, so that we
Maybe
know
they
for
could just
defending
put
this
planks
place.
over the whole thing and just walk over it. I don't know.
As you ask them what traps they put in place, everyone looks at you dumbly. They've been sitting in the dark, not waiting to be fed for 4 days. They have no idea what's going on.
All right. Well, yeah. I'm
Hmm.
gonna invite them to fight with us if they want, and tell them to be
But
careful to not die.
All right,
but I
make a
guess
persuasion
Otherwise,
roll.
I feel
Someone
like
have any
what's
food?
I feel like the fact we're outnumbered here is sort of evened out by the fact that they're constantly deserting to our favor whenever we find anyone still alive, I guess.
I'll give them whatever last crumbs of rations I have.
oh boy.
Unfortunately, I don't have create food
That it's one
prepared.
person's worth of rations for like 40 of these dudes.
Yeah, it's more of a
16
symbolic thing
persuasion?
then.
Sure.
Oh, wow. Shadow Touched is great.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's a great spell.
You can
It's a great
you can
feat.
cast invisibility once per long rest, and then you can also cast either a first level spell from either illusion or necromancy, which is very few spells. It's basically minor illusion from illusion or from necromancy, chill touch, spare the dying, toll the dead. It'd probably be minor illusion. Would probably be what I'd pick, but I don't know. That one requires you to think outside the box. But that
I
would be
like
if you wanted
minor
to be like
illusion.
sneaky. Um, I mean, getting invisibility for is once a
That's
day
the
is
impressive
pretty good.
part. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
What
that's
spell is that?
That's dope.
invisibility.
It's a second
Oh,
level spell, so you normally need a 3 level dip in order to get it.
but don't. Oh, I can get. Wait, is this a
You can
feat
get
that
it
gives
as a
me this?
feat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Or
That's
mobile.
actually pretty cool.
Mobile
Yeah,
rocks, particularly on a
mobile
rogue.
is very good, especially if you already have Mage Slayer. Just run up to the mages really fast.
It means you can't take opportunity attacks. You never take opportunity attacks, and your speed increases by 10. And you don't
Interesting.
But can't
experience.
can't he disengage with the bonus action already?
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
So it's not that necessary.
That's true.
that,
It is a
that's
little bit better on. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean though, but yeah,
I think if you want to do anything sneaky, then Shadow Touch is pretty cool. But
that sounds
and that
like
one.
it's designed for sneaky.
Yeah, we
For
can
sure.
think of a good narrative reason for that. I mean, you're in the middle of a dark place. We can think of why that
yeah,
might.
literally touched by the shadow, covered,
Yeah.
engulfed it.
I mean,
I
as
don't
you
know.
guys fall asleep and Justin's internal light dims, you are once again immersed completely in pitch black. You wake up after an 8-hour rest, refreshed, completely disoriented as you have to wake Justin awake to light up the room for you again.
I want to check in on the other leaders.
All right, Baradar's gonna pull out a little. Let me do a couple of rolls and just see
I,
how it goes.
aren't I psychically connected to them? Am
You're
I
connected
remembering
to
that correctly?
Baradar and the three of them for like 2 hours. That's already passed.
For sure, yeah.
Oh
Can I
wow,
still cast it?
Jesus. All right, well, all right. Your troops took. Let's see.
Were we the 67 or the 2? Were we the 67 or were
You're
we
the
the 2?
67. You're the 67.
All right, then.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Otherwise, that
Okay.
would have been like the cave starts collapsing on top of all of you.
Yeah. You awaken to find that all your troops have died and you are the last survivors.
Okay. The Legion has now successfully cleared out the majority of the caves. There's still some small side passages where people may be hiding. They lost only 10 men in the attempt. Uh, and despite being quite severely outnumbered, wait, no,
We
they lost.
didn't lose 10 men. There's no way we lost 10
No,
men.
no, 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 no. You
I
didn't
mean,
lose 10 men. You
Okay.
lost 80 men. 80 men
Okay.
total.
I was gonna say 10 is like a joke to take this like
80.
hellhole.
No,
Is
it
that
was
like
80.
net? Is that like net 80? Like desertion versus like KO ratio, if you know what I mean?
Oh,
Or is
how many mules did you capture? That's a different question.
that's a different question. So we only yeah, there's no way okay. There's no way we didn't come out net positive again, man. Because if we only lost 80 dudes, we have like how many are in the cave with us already? Like
Uh,
20?
weren't there like
That's
2,400 or something to begin with, and we freed 200 slaves as well. At least.
Yeah,
yeah.
but those aren't mules. In terms of replacement for the Crimson Legion who fell, you have what is
But
11 plus 33 plus 56? That's 60, 100. All right, so you're up 20. You're up 20 mules.
We are up 20
Total one.
mules.
Yeah,
plus we probably have an array of other slaves now as well. Just dudes. Or I don't know,
dude.
maybe.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, certainly non-mules are not treated the same. You're not given the same rations. They're not given the same
Yeah, but you
quantity of
know, if they're
water. They're not given the same place in the caravans.
yeah, I
Uh,
mean if they're deserting though, right? It's not like we're
yeah,
not gonna take deserting troops.
yeah, exactly.
Plus
Don't
it's
let
not
them
like
die.
we don't have like plus we have like a bunch of auxiliaries already that are non-mule, so it's not like it's like a pioneering idea here.
Exactly. I'm trying to set up my phone while still charging it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
there we
trying
go.
to entertain my crazy cat while playing D&D.
Geometrically aligned. All right. Okay. Wait. So, what did you finally decide to do with the slaves, with the freed slaves?
I rolled a persuasion roll to try and get them to fight us, but if not, I told them to just be
Okay.
careful and not get themselves
Half of
killed.
it. Uh, in the morning when you wake up, 100 slaves are left. Of those, half of them decide to join you for for the descent down the uh, to fight the master.
Yeah. Um, I'm gonna take away I'm gonna ask to take away the weapons of the dudes that aren't joining us. Feels like it makes sense, right?
None of
It's
these
not.
men were armed.
Oh, oh. Are these fighting men?
Barely. These
Was
are
there?
emaciated looking, tired men who were being used for their souls and physical bodies.
Did they ever have another purpose? Like, was that like their plan B purpose,
Yeah,
or
like
was their
yeah.
plan?
Were they punished into?
The soldiers will tell you that after they went into the caves, there were a couple of revolts among soldiers that were starting to starve, and as a result, most of them were disarmed except for the elite troops that were sent to the front. So
Hmm,
it seems like throughout the majority of the majority of the space, the Urukite Templars were trying to do something with their bodies rather than allowing them to do anything themselves.
interesting. All right, well,
So they can scavenge some stones and stuff, but they're not armed. They're not exactly sure even where the arms might be. But
so
50 of them are willing to follow you like lemmings wherever you go at this point, and based on your commands.
so how alive is the mine? Like, it's pretty dead, right? Middle of the desert, a mine, no plants, no life, no anything.
Yes.
We're,
Life in terms of is there any plant life here? There is no plant life surrounding the mine, no plant life in the mine. You know there is
Uh,
an
What
aquifer.
about what about anything else living? Little
how
insects,
long until our
bugs,
resupply gets here?
lizards.
Okay, so it was 4 days, 3 days at this point.
We
Okay.
redirected them. We told them not to come. Remember?
Oh,
We
yes, you
we
did tell them to stay back at the Obsidian
we
one. And that
you
order
know
would have been relayed to them already, so they would no
yeah
longer be coming.
We told them
because
not
of
to
the
come at all.
dragon.
Oh well. Fuck.
Yeah, we didn't want them to be destroyed by the dragon. We wanted them far away.
But
So
you
now,
had them sending one caravan filled with supplies.
do we
Yes,
know
that
how
was
much
it.
food we have left?
Uh,
What if
I
can
mean,
we
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 have
brought
10
we
days of food left.
we
10
have
days
10
of food
days.
left.
Okay.
Although with the new people that you've captured, that number goes down.
But we only got
Well,
net plus
20
20
extra
guys,
people.
so out of a
Net 20
2,000
mutants,
whatever.
but lots. I mean, you yourself freed 200 emaciated slaves.
So how many emaciated slaves do we have?
Total, let's say you capture another 1,000 people. So your food supplies are 1/3 less time. So you've got 6.5 days of food left.
So clearly we're gonna eat the dead people, right? Am I right? Like,
You've got
I
6.5 days of food left. The caravan is 3.5 days away with food supplies.
I think we should start eating the dead people before they rot. Like
uh
pragmatically speaking.
Okay.
sorry. Say again. How many days we have with that total? 3 days.
If you hold on, let me clarify with conditions. If you feed the freed non-mule slaves, you have 6.5 days of food. If you don't feed them, you have 10 days of food. There is a caravan with food coming, should be coming in 3.5 days.
Can
But
we figure this
oh
out after we fight them?
Absolutely.
yeah, I agree.
Basically, as soon as I wake up, I'm gonna ask Sewell to help me with a ritual, like a pre-battle ritual.
I think I can do some
Um,
sort of
as-
ritual shit.
and I'm going
Uh,
to cast ceremony, or as a ritual, and
What
I'm going to do the investiture option to give Sewell divine favor, which
Sweet.
basically means that at the end of the ritual, for the next hour, you can cast divine favor on yourself, which gives you an extra
Nice.
d4. So ideally, before we get into battle,
Oh, wait, I have to
or if you,
activate it, or
yeah,
you're
you're
gonna do it on
casting it. You're casting it.
divine favor.
Okay. Cool. All right. The slaves filter on up. You can hear cries of panic as some seem to start getting stuck in the oily sands, but I assume you are not turning around to investigate.
Hang on a
No,
sec though. So when we're doing that, how far does beast sense apply? Um, I'm thinking. So I actually have a couple ritual spells, and if a dragon's coming, like, will beast sense let me, tell
No,
how
a
far away
dragon
this
is not a
shit is?
beast.
Ugh,
do,
okay.
that's a
I
bummer.
mean,
So
if we kill these dudes, the dragon won't come, right? That's the whole thing. We had 24 hours is what the dude we tortured told us, right?
Yes. So you now have 11 hours because you took your 8-hour rest.
but
11 hours until the dragon
we're
shows
gonna go
up.
fight them like right after this,
Until
right?
the ritual to summon the dragon is completed.
Yeah.
You're not sure how much later it's going to take for the dragon to actually fly over, but he will be summoned at the end of this
Hmm.
time.
So it feels like if we are quick enough, we can just stop this from happening.
Yeah. So
Let's hope so, because I don't think
let's
we can
go
take a
fight them.
fucking dragon.
uh,
Yeah.
okay. So
So
after doing the ceremony and invest, I'll probably like paint Sewell's face in my own blood or some shit like that.
Right on.
And then after that, I'm gonna ask Prosciutto to come over, and I'm going
I
to I'm gonna cast Death Ward on you.
I wobble over and I receive your death ward.
What does that do?
First time you go to 0 hit points, instead you go to 1 hit point in the next 8
Oh.
hours.
Oh, but wait, I don't think you should do that. I think I already have that. Inexhaustible.
That's if you get to 0 vitality.
Okay.
So this is if you get to 0 hit points the first time you pop up to 1.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, which is insanely useful given our
Yeah.
rules about health points because it means it's
And the fact
another.
that it doesn't spill over. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's another
exactly.
extra turn basically. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's useful. I
Um,
just thought I
as
had
a
it. I haven't
design
gone
note,
into vitality yet somehow.
as a note about the design for the series of encounters you're about to go through, my hope is to force you into endless, whatever it's called. What's the inexhaustible thing? The fact that none of you have been forced into that yet is troubling to me as from a designer perspective. So,
That's okay. We have Baradar with us, right?
yes,
Uh,
Baradar is also mule. So
I think it's not actually inexhaustible.
what is it called? Endless endurance. What's it called? What's the thing called?
Relentless endurance.
Relentless endurance.
Relentless endurance. That's what it is. Okay. So Justin, still clear in your mind is the map of the caves that you see, and you know that down this passageway, maybe a 15-minute walk or a 20-minute walk away, you will find the cavernous structure that you are
Wait,
so clearly aware of. What?
wait. Should I have relentless endurance? Because I don't have it on my sheet.
Yes, all mules have it.
Prosciutto, the last thing I'm doing after casting Death Ward is I'm giving you my bottle of the poison.
Dope. So how many doses is that?
It's a full bottle. I think that was that 10? Or was it 5?
Let me check.
It's 5 uses, I believe.
5,
5
okay.
uses of 5 individuals.
Yeah.
Sorry, Justin.
That's pretty-
What did the ceremony do? That was separate from divine favor, right?
Ceremony let me give you the spell basically so that you can
Okay.
cast it. So that I don't have to hold concentration on it.
I see. So I will be the
And
one concentrating on it. That's nuts.
yeah. You're the one casting it. But
As
it targets
Puya
yourself.
says,
So.
concentration is the most valuable resource in the game, right?
Yeah, it lets us use 2 concentration spells basically.
That's sick. So
Do
you
you
can
need to
still
roll
bless us?
Constitution?
Yeah, I mean you'll still have to make con saves, but you have pretty good con, and you don't take much damage, so you probably have decent shot of holding concentration on it.
You only have to
That's
give
pretty.
damage.
Yeah, I mean I have
pretty
+7
impressive.
con save, so
Yeah. Okay, well, that's where we're at right now.
Anyone else have any other prep? Because I think this is gonna be hard. So
I want to
take a moment to
describe.
think.
One thing, Eduardo, another feat potentially at this juncture, poisoner. It means nobody has resistance to poison against you or immunity anymore. Immunity becomes resistance, and resistance goes away.
Maybe I don't know. Let's
Yeah.
I think let's just play this.
Yeah. Okay, you proceed down the tunnels at the direct. Oh, one more thing. I wanted to describe Baradar because I redesigned him this time. So before he was
Oh wait,
basically.
were we able to find any health potions anywhere by any chance, or no?
Oh,
Looted a lot of
yes,
bodies.
actually, these people would have some. Let me roll to see how many. Four.
Then,
4 regular health potions.
all right, so let's who has the most chance of getting hurt? I think I can take one. Someone else should take two, and someone should take one.
sorry, potions?
Yeah, health potion. There's
Yeah,
4
I will
total.
gladly take some because I have 0.
I
Yeah,
have
you can
0
have
too.
2 as
Sweet.
long
Right.
as you promise to get in the action.
They're just normal 2d4 + 2.
Yeah. All right. So I'm
Okay.
taking one.
Or wait, why don't we just give Baradar one? And then
Oh
you
yeah,
can
let's
each
give
have one.
Barrett there
Let's
one.
just do
Sure,
that.
why
Let's
not?
do that. It's the
Sure,
safest.
let's give him one.
So Baradar, I wanted to describe him to you. So he's no longer a barbarian. He is now a fighter. He's wearing full bone shell plates, uh, a shield, and a obsidian longsword.
You changed his class?
Yes, I did. I actually rolled and designed him. I actually made him a subclass. Both him and Chariati. So if you want to take a look, you can take a look at their character sheets. But at your direction, Tyricus, they will follow you down the passageway. And so to clarify, those 50 people, emaciated soldiers, slave soldiers, armed with rocks mostly are following you.
Yeah. Why don't we have them stay back
I
and
mean,
do
aren't
range
there
stuff?
weapons from guys who died? I'm assuming there's quite a few weapons lying around to arm them.
No,
Fair
not
enough.
really, because the guys who died were all magically transformed monstrosities that struck with their physical forms.
Oh
Or
man, that
mages.
sucks. We like didn't even fight those guys
You did. You
personally.
killed them.
Oh, I guess we fought a couple of them, but I mean like those packs of. Oh, those were the slaves on the map.
Yeah.
I thought those were like undead or something. I see.
Oh no, no. These were the dead bodies of killed slaves. These white things, these white corpses
Yeah.
in the pool. Yeah.
Okay. Those were not like zombies that we were fighting, or that
No,
the
no,
rest
no,
of our
no.
army fought.
I think the zombies were further up. I think they barely got past the door, didn't they? Whereas
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
now 2 or 3 floors into the
Yeah, yeah.
mines.
I
Yeah,
guess by that I meant a different kind of zombie because these guys are necromancers too, right?
they were sort of, but yeah.
but not from that clique of
Yes.
rogue
Don't
necromancers.
Well, whoever is making those modified creatures, they are mechanically operated and powered. So like they have pistons and
They're not the
there's
same
a
type of
clear.
zombie, you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah.
They look totally different. And also, these are not zombies. These are just bodies being transformed. I mean, the magic being used to construct these meat stalactites is not anything you've previously encountered.
Oh, you're
Um,
saying that those guys were like waste products of making
they
that monstrosity?
they were
Okay.
they were proceeding to make more of them. You can see half constructed ones in the pits.
I just
Uh,
remember at the top of the map though, that square you made, you said was the slaves we freed. So whatever. Let's keep it rolling. Yeah.
okay, proceed downwards. 15 minutes of travel, and you find yourselves here.
saucy. All
All
right.
right, put yourselves down on
On the
the
left.
left edge of the map. Yeah,
Which one? Top or bottom tunnel? Which one did we come out of?
up to you.
All right. And these look to be dead people.
You immediately notice as you enter this room two things clearly. First of all, the unmistakable sound to a desert inhabitant like yourself of running water. You can't see it from here, but there is a channel of liquid water large enough to produce an audible gurgle flowing down somewhere in front of you. You assume underneath those bridges you can see. The second is that this room is littered with corpses. They look mostly like Urukite soldiers. Some occasionally you see Templar bodies as well. They are ripped to pieces, guts flying everywhere. Many are simply cut in half along strange axes on remarkably clean cuts. Uh,
Does it look like sacrifices again or like combat deaths?
make investigation checks. Oh, let me put better there down. Uh,
17.
all right. Sul, you're an expert at reconstructing combat fatalities from your years in gladiatorial combat, and you can tell for sure that these were combat fatalities, but the cleanness of the cut is shocking to you, implies a strength and speed of action, because while this man was attempting to turn and strike back, the man had simply no time to act before he was cut in twain. Uh, some truly awesome foe has brutalized this room full of creatures. Additionally, as you are you guys walking around at all, or are you just sort of staying
Well,
right
I
at the
mean, are we
entrance?
detected? Like, is anyone
Are there
alive?
people here? Like,
Yeah.
are these bodies or are these
Is
just
everyone dead?
people?
Everything on the map that you see is corpses. Let me just populate
Okay.
a
Oh,
little
that,
more.
that, that means there's things on the map we don't see.
Um. Well, Eduardo, do you want to like check for traps or some shit?
Yeah. Can I do a sleight of hand or something?
Check the bridges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. It's not that
19.
you see a trap. There's no mechanism that you see. But what you notice with the keen sense of a thief is that this is an engineered room. That as you entered this room, the walls are constructed of a different material, of a different shape, and are cleaner than anything else in the mine. This space, it looks, as you look around, it seems to have small exit holes in a couple of locations that are remarkably clean and graded.
Uh,
Um,
I asked
What do you
Baradar
mean?
if those were here before, or this area, like if he's been here before.
Ardar says, I have never traveled this far into the mine.
Has anyone of our kind?
Some, they speak of old ruins beneath the mine, but they are not transversible or of value to us. We seek the iron. The iron is higher. What remains of it.
Yeah, is this the only access to the river?
He peers over at the stream and then looks downriver. It's basically flowing downriver down the screen. He says, some 200 meters that way ought to be the aquifer. As we decided, it's basically a large underground cavernous lake.
Cool.
Uh, he says, this is the main channel which feeds it.
All right.
Um,
Well, Proshoot, do you want to test those bridges out?
Maybe I should sneak in there ahead of us and try and see if I find anything hidden. Maybe try and get the jump on them a little bit. Anyone who's sneaky should
I
maybe
mean, I'm
join.
I'm kind of sneaky.
Eduardo, make a investigation check and a stealth roll
Okay.
as well. Everybody give me stealth.
Oh, not today though. I guess I'm not going stealth.
25 stealth, 11
Yeah,
investigation.
I'll wait here.
Okay.
But
Ardar
before
just
I
sort of,
roll, can I choose to not follow him, or do I need to roll stealth? Just
you
I
absolutely
think,
don't need to follow him and try to sneak.
yeah, in your full plate armor.
Pre-
Yeah,
Wait, so
definitely.
prefer not to.
Sewell, place yourself where you want to be. Also,
Thank you,
Tyricus, where
Bacta.
are you right now?
I did put myself down already.
I'm on the map.
Oh, wait,
No,
who's
no,
this
no.
motherfucker
Okay,
up
you're
here?
staying near the entrance.
Wait,
Okay,
who's this motherfucker at the top?
that's Baradar.
This is Beradar?
Yeah,
Oh. Why is he over there by himself?
he's just walking around exploring investigating the bodies as you guys are discussing what's going on.
All right, and he knows we're being sneaky, right? Like he's not just unsneakily wandering around when we're all trying to be sneaky.
Yes, he rolled a 9. Oh, hold on. Let me roll with his thing. So I got a 19 on his sneak roll. What is his modifier? Is 2, so 21. Yeah, he's stealthily, for such a large man, avoiding any sound. Okay. Now, with your investigation roll, it's not good, but you can see that there seems to be a pile of bodies towards the middle of the opposite side of this space. And that inside the pile, you see something different than the bloodied bodies of Urukite slave soldiers. You see something black and gleaming and metallic looking. It looks
Uh,
destroyed, but something all of these piled around men died killing this thing.
Are we psionically connected?
I
Not
can
right
make
now,
it,
but
yeah.
you can be so.
I think you should do that. That way you can tell us when we should move forward.
3 hours.
All right.
So,
This is where
yeah.
it is, right in the middle here, with all this pile is. There's a destroyed thing.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna sneak over to it.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm measuring. We're not in
What
turn order.
languages do you speak?
If I'm connected to you with this telekinetic thing, I can speak anything.
You can speak anything.
If I'm connected with Psionic Whisper, yeah, I'm putting in the chat so you can take a peek.
Let me see.
The yeah, if it can't speak any languages, and you and a creature don't need to speak a common language to
Okay, but
understand each other.
you aren't connected to this. This is just a
No,
voice that is.
but I could connect to it if I, you know, wanted to, right?
But what language you speak Dwarvish normally?
Uh, yeah, I speak whatever the mule
Okay,
language is, and then
I
I
want
speak, I
you to
think,
make.
Undercommon. I speak Undercommon.
Okay, all right. It's neither Dwarvish nor Undercommon. It's a language you've never heard before, but you hear pieces of both in it. Make a intelligence save.
Can I just psionically connect to whatever it's trying to talk to me? I can draw.
Uh, I'll say that because you created a psionic field.
I just have to use another psionic dice, right? So I have four.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's not a creature though.
yeah, it's a recording basically. It's a
Oh,
recording of a dead thing. So I don't, but I'll give you advantage to at least understand it because you've created a language sensitive psionic field, and who knows how magic interacts with it. So you
okay,
got a
sure.
21. That's pretty good. That's enough for you to understand. It is asking you, what are you doing here? Basically, as soon as your foot steps on the bridge, the voice starts to call out to you.
And does it seem to be the black thing?
It does not seem to be a black thing. It seems to be coming in from all sides of this cavernous space at the same time.
Like out loud, not like in my head
Yes,
or anything.
everybody can hear it.
Uh,
All of you can make intelligence saves to try to decipher what it's saying. But 21's pretty good. I don't know if you'll beat it's good enough for you to understand that despite the fact that this is not a language you speak, it is asking you your intentions.
uh, I'm gonna just
I'll
say
speak from where I am so that you don't have to give up your cover. um, I'll say we are champions of Rikus, here to confront the champions of the Urukite who dwell in these depths.
Okay.
I feel like I appreciate it, Justin, but I think it already knows where I am. I think me stepping on the bridge triggered
Yeah,
it
but
to
maybe
talk.
there's something else in here that doesn't know that you're there.
For sure, for sure, for sure.
You hear, so are you basically proceeding across the bridge as Justin's speaking? And like
Fuck
going,
it. Why not?
okay,
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, if it doesn't seem like something is calling my attention, I probably want to duck over here into this corner for cover.
okay.
Hold steady for a couple seconds.
I'll move
There
so that I can
appears to
see.
I'm
be a
I'm gonna use
whirring.
divine favor before shit pops off.
Okay. There seems to have been a whirring in the space as the room seemed to respond to Tyricus's answer. I basically, actually, Tyricus, make one intelligence save to try to. Are you? How are you responding to the question?
The
What
question.
language are you responding to it in?
Oh, well, I only know. I'm not really clear what the the common language is.
We call it common. That's fine.
Yeah,
Common is basically a shared human language across all the cities, even though they have different scripts and all of them.
yeah, that's what I'm responding in.
Okay.
I don't have any reason to think this is celestial, so I won't respond in celestial.
Okay. So as you step on the other side of the room, there is a sound as a one of the chutes on the side of the room opens. I'm gonna blow this thing up just so you can see it well. One of the
Oh
chutes
dear.
open, and a ball of metal flies out. As it lands, it unfurls and appears in the shape of this metal creature. It has no eyes, but the face turns to face you, Eduardo. Uh, and it moves to strike. Everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
Does this look like the same thing that is dead?
17.
Yes, it does look like the same thing that is dead. It looks like some kind of defense mechanism that was activated by the Urukites as well.
Oh, so it's not an Urukite thing?
No.
Well, we should maybe use this thing to kill more Urukites. You know, have our enemies fight each other type of deal. All right, we'll
This
see
thing
it.
seems so savage. Like, if it gets a sight of us, I don't think it's gonna give up. Like,
Maybe we should have said something more peaceful about our intention. I'm gonna call out and I'm gonna say, my intentions is to um, peacefully record what happens here as a warning, so nobody ever returns.
we
What
we
language are you
respect
Yeah,
saying it in?
the rights.
I'm gonna say it in Undercommon, and I'm gonna be like, I don't know who these guys are. What did they say? What language are they speaking?
Okay, make a persuasion roll at disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay.
Ugh.
It speaks Undercommon.
It speaks a language somewhat close to Undercommon.
All right. 17 with disadvantage.
Okay,
It's pretty good.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. The creature will cock its head at you for a moment. The metal scales on its body will ripple for a moment, but it seems to not be doing anything for now. Hold on. Everybody's initiative rolls are what? Eduardo's 20. All right, Eduardo, you're first up anyways.
Uh,
17 for me.
Okay.
With the
So
advantage.
Eduardo, then Baradar, then yes.
I'm gonna tiptoe. I'm gonna tiptoe this way and say, um, uh, oh, I bet this corner over here has some real interesting stories for my narrative arc thing that I'm writing. Not narrative arc thing. That's entirely not the word I would use.
I
Yeah.
I say we respect the rights of enslaved automatons as well as people.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, boy, these dudes that are dead sure look like some sort of assholes. Yeah. Looks like they really got what was coming to them, coming down here all armed with intentions of violence and evil. I'm gonna
Roll
hold my
me an
axe.
intelligence save, to see if you're getting better at speaking this language that you don't know, just based off of the responses you're getting from the cues you're getting from this robot.
I rolled a
Okay.
7, but I
Okay.
can use one of my psionic die. I don't do this often, but I can do my psi bolster knack. And when my non-psionic training fails me, oh no, I have to. No, never mind, because I would just roll a d6 and add it to it. Well, I
Okay.
only expend the die if the roll succeeds. It's not going to succeed. Might as
All
well
right.
just add the d6 anyways.
The creature's hackles raise as it seems to
Oh, we're about to lose the call.
oh, okay. Why don't you make a new call yet?
Yep.
All right.
So I'm gonna just yeah, kind of go to this back corner over here. Um, and I'm gonna reserve my action to attack that thing if it does anything aggressive to anybody
Okay.
else.
As you approach this entrance, speaking the language you think the creature understands, it begins to get angrier and angrier. And as you crouch near the exit, it seems to uh, get ready to pounce.
Uh, is that what it's doing? All right, well, I'm gonna be like, all right, how much was it that I walked here? I walked 30. I'm gonna just use my bonus action to be like, you know what? Is it this the exit? This is the exit, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, you know what? Seems like I definitely shouldn't go in this direction, and nor should anybody else. I'm gonna just walk away, and I'm gonna just maybe go this way. I don't know, what am I doing? This is I'm not thinking this out properly. Um, yeah, I'm gonna just go a little bit this way. Or
Okay. Are
actually, I'm
you
just gonna
holding your
start to
action for
walk.
something?
I'm just gonna start walking backwards. Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action until it attacks me.
Man, you
Okay.
are
Right.
crazy.
Okay. You have to. Okay.
That
Cool.
thing is gonna mess you up. You
Yeah, but
walking
I'm
around
starting
it.
to walk away slowly.
What do you
Okay. It
see
it
behind you?
What was in the hole?
I
Yeah,
asked psionically.
yeah. I'm gonna say whatever this thing is, it doesn't like that tunnel. What was down
it's
that tunnel?
it's pretty black. I mean, you can't really see anything. Only Justin's light is illuminating anything. At that range, it's practically dark. It's practically black.
Got it. So I'm just gonna walk away.
Okay, its hackles seem to somewhat loosen as you walk away from the entrance.
Yep.
Uh, all right, it is now Baradar's turn. I mean, I don't want to force you into this encounter since you're trying to get out of it, but on the other hand, it really feels like he's just gonna start fighting. So I think that's what he's gonna
There's only one way forward,
do.
it seems.
All right, he's gonna run to the center of the bridge, pull a javelin out of his kit, and throw it with all his might at the. Well, is that what he's gonna do? What else can he do?
He could hold his action.
He could hold his action. Multi attack doesn't mean multi javelin, right? Or does it?
I think it does, but I wouldn't listen to me. I would listen to Justin probably.
Actually, it probably does, right?
Yeah, it does.
All right. Uh, so that's gonna be off, but then he's gonna do 3 javelin attacks. Um, let me put it. Javelin strength.
So we discovered a civilization of metal monsters that lives at the bottom of our mine. Oh,
You discovered a.
We discovered some ancient guardian of this mine.
basically.
Probably here before us and the Urkites.
No, yeah, that's what I was saying, but feels like somebody might have encountered this beforehand. I'm surprised we're triggering this now.
Well, there's another dead one, right?
Yeah, but like, I feel like we would have known that there were guardians in here, as if we had held the mine right for a
Maybe
long
they
time.
just reopened this passage or something. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. There's always an explanation.
I think that is the explanation I'm gonna go with. Was that they are going towards a specific location which was not scouted out by the Crimson Legion because it was thought to be useless. The Urakites have some knowledge of this place that the Crimson Legion did not. That's the reason this area was sort of left unexplored once they realized there was no iron here. Okay. So he manages to do 2 hits, 2 javelin strikes at the creature. The wooden javelins splinter off its back. They seem to be resisted by the um, shielding on the creature, but still some damage is done. It resists non-magical. All right, 10 total.
It resists
All right.
non-magical? Shit.
Yep. Yeah, your turn.
Damn. Maybe Justin could give me magic weapon on his turn, but
Yeah, I have to be in touch range of you, but
I guess I will just.
I mean, you should still attack. It's half damage is better than no damage.
Like I did.
Or
So I mean, I can dash and get there, and then I guess I'll. I can't wait a minute. Yeah, yeah. I guess do I rage before or after I dash? After, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure. So I run up there, and that's my turn.
can you go further, or is that the furthest you can go?
I can go to there. Like I can go
Yeah, you
80.
should probably protect Eduardo if you can. Get a or fighter on both sides.
Okay. All right, Justin, your turn.
Alright, I will. Sorry, let me just check the range. Okay. 30 gets me where here? Not
So
there.
here's my thought process. What if we lure this machine deeper into the mine? What if we just sprint down that hole it doesn't want us to go down? I bet there's the Urukite leadership is down there. And then maybe we can get them to fight each other.
I mean, are
That
you
only
so sure
works
that
if
those guys
we're.
aren't dead also? Like, how did they get past this guardian?
Well, it looks like the
Illusion.
previous Guardian was destroyed, so
Oh,
they killed it eventually after losing a significant number of men, it looks like.
I see.
I think it's probably faster than us, so I wouldn't want to take my chance outrunning it, unless
But
unless it,
I'm
unless
a
it's
rogue.
truly too big to get through this. But I doubt that's the case. It's not like way bigger than this entrance, right?
I think the Urukite leadership is at the end of this tunnel. I think I'm gonna maybe try and bring the Guardian to them.
It's just going to attack us. As a
Yeah,
no,
I think
it's
it's
gonna
I
kill
think
us
its
first,
priorities
probably.
I think the priority is gonna be to protect the tunnel. Did you see how it reacted when I got close to it? I think if I sprint down the whole thing, it's gonna disengage with you guys and chase. And since I'm a rogue, I can do the bonus action run plus I can move 3 times basically if I use my bonus action plus my action plus my movement.
This is a bold strategy.
I don't even know their
I
leadership
mean,
is
I'm
there.
We'll
already
see
in
what
Let's just
comes
heads
up.
up.
combat.
We'll see if
I'm
it
already
works
in
out.
combat range with this thing, so like,
Make an insight check.
I mean,
Eduardo.
you could take opportunity attacks if it runs past you.
and
I don't.
Varadar threw javelins at it like and antagonized it. I don't know.
We'll see. I mean, what am I going to rolling? Insight?
Yes.
5. I think this is a great idea.
I hate to give the answer away implicitly, but you do think this is a great idea. The fact that the creature was already attacked by Baradar and it seems to be already turning in his direction does not faze you, as you consider the fact that whatever is at the bottom of this tunnel is going to certainly be afraid of this monster.
Well, all right. I guess I'm committed plot wise. I might do a couple rounds of attacks first, but
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'll
You
opportunity
are
attack.
also the only one with magical weapon, as a side note.
there.
So.
Can I lend my soul knife to somebody? No, I can't. Okay, well, let's move on.
Well, you can. Okay. Well, in any case, it is Justin's turn. Are you doing anything else, Justin? I don't know if you did anything. You moved. You cast a spell.
I'll cast Shield of Faith on Sewell.
What does that do?
AC goes up by 2.
+2 to your AC.
Yeah, I also realized as I was reading through all my things, I was undercounting my AC by 1 point for the longest time because I didn't add my Dex mod to it. I was just doing strength, or whatever. Sorry, a con, um, and strength.
Should
Not
calculate automatically.
no, it's because of this unarmored defense. I didn't realize it was both. I thought it was one of the two, Dex or con.
Okay, yeah, it's both. All right. Well, it just went up by 2. A shimmering shield bubble
Oh, no,
appears
what?
around you.
No, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe 15 was right, but whatever. It's up to 17 now, I guess, with that spell.
Okay. All right, Justin. That is the end of your turn. It is the beast's turn. It is going to. Well, no, it's not going to take the opportunity attack. It's going to attack the creature right next to it. You see that as the javelin splintered on it, it changed from preparing to pounce to immediately looking to kill. Something changed in its eyes.
Eduardo, I really don't think you should run.
I think you're right, but I think I have to honor my terrible insight check. You know, my character
Although
already has.
this is also satisfying your condition of if it does anything hostile, then I attack.
Well, yeah, but I could just change the condition on my attack turn. But
That's
you know.
that's no, but this is the time when it would trigger, right?
Oh
Between
yeah,
your turn and your next turn.
Also, it is now clearly attacking us.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
make
So I
your
can
attack. Make your attack against the creature. Your prepared attack.
sure. Uh, not 20.
Oh God.
Dang.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
All
glad
right.
I waited, and I get
Wow.
sneak too.
Yes,
So what?
you can sneak on it. So hold on. What's the total? 34
30.
plus 11, 45. Okay. Jesus.
You're the DPS.
Holy shit. What a blow. All right. Well, that certainly changed what it's going to do. It was going to just claw at the barbarian next to it. Instead, as the psychic knife flies out of your hand, penetrating the metal exoskeleton of the creature, deeply wounding it badly as it rears back in pain. It lets out a yell of agony that concusses you as it strikes you. Sewell and um, Prosciutto, make Constitution saving throws.
Nat 20. 27 total.
10.
Okay. All right. The blow strikes you between the ears and blinds you in a way that you are not expecting, Prosciutto. You drop your weapons, although you're actually not holding any weapons because it's a psychic knife, so nothing happens on that front. But you are stunned now. At the end of each of your turns, you can take a save to end the effect of stun.
Okay.
And additionally, you are going to take quite a bit of damage.
Phenomenal.
I mean, I passed check.
You
Does anything still
pass, so you
happen to
half
me?
it. Yeah. Well, no, you don't. You're not stunned, and you don't drop anything. You take half the damage.
But then I have it again because I'm raging.
Yes. So
You do have to make a con save.
Yes,
for...
I have to make another con save.
Yeah.
16.
Keep concentration. You take 6 damage. Eduardo, you
That's
take
not
the
bad.
full 24, unless you use your reaction to half.
Yeah, I'm gonna half.
Okay, half to 12. Okay. And you are currently stunned. Let me give you condition description. You can try to get out of this stun at the end of your turn.
Oh wait, the poison when I threw my knife. Speaking of stuns, doesn't matter. We'll do that on the next one. I forgot.
This is also a metal construct. Poison does not affect it at all.
Okay, that Makes sense.
That's the description of stunned. So you cannot move. You advantage on attacks against you. You can make a save to dispel stun at the end of your turn, or at the end of your next turn, which is now.
So at the end of my turn, I make the save.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
but
are
you
currently
can't do shit,
paralyzed.
right?
Yeah.
So
Make a
so
save to try to get out of it. Yeah, make a Constitution save.
I'm gonna communicate psychically that I am paralyzed.
Okay.
I am going to roll my thingy. What was it?
I will
Constitution?
tell you that I'm coming to unparalyze you, but I probably won't get there for a little while.
Fair. So Constitution, let's go.
Constitution save.
Oh, 9.
You cannot shake out of your paralysis. You feel as though every bone in your body has turned to jelly. All right. It is Baradar's turn. He is going to run up. He is going to steel himself. He brings the sword in front of his face, seems to say a prayer for a moment, and then he starts to move with an unnatural speed. He makes 6 attacks against the creature at advantage.
God damn.
He's using his
Action
surge.
surge.
Yeah, but 6 fucking attacks. That's so much.
All at advantage.
Shit.
Of course, best case scenario is he can only half.
God damn, he's a boss.
He got a nat 22.
Okay, so this one hits.
Damn, I should have given him the divine favor.
This one hits.
Oh well.
I mean, honestly.
Okay, so then the total damage with this flurry of blows is what is all of this added up? 14 plus 14 plus 15 is 42. No, 43. Is that right? Yeah, 43. 43 halved to 21. Of the 6 strikes, 5 of them find their way to damaging the creature. I'm just gonna have him roll once because this is steel and he's wielding obsidian.
So what's 18 is AC, I guess?
18 is the AC. Yes. This
Shit, that's pretty high.
miraculously the obsidian sword does not break. Okay. That's it for Baradar's turn. Yeah, your turn.
Alright, well, I mean, after seeing that, I'm like, I gotta, he's making me look bad. Yeah, I'll make my 2 attacks. I don't think it makes sense to Great Weapon Master with his AC being 18. Like, I don't want to miss, right?
It's up to you. With
Um,
advantage, On the other hand, giving him advantage on you is also potentially a mistake.
yeah, so let's play it safe for now and just do 2 attacks. Okay, 1 hits, 10 damage, halves to 5.
I'll use channel divinity on the first one.
Sweet. Okay.
So it's a 26.
Okay.
Dope.
Both hit combined and then
add 2d4 radiant damage.
Um, I think I did add the D4. Unfortunately. Yeah. You hover over rage, it's all the global modifiers.
Okay. So it's 18 plus 10, 28, half to 14. Okay.
Wait, is the radiant half too?
Oh, the radiant is not halved, so I'll give another 2. So it's 16. Okay. That's it for Yud's turn. Justin, your turn.
All right, I will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn, so far away. I am going to Sacred Flame. DC 15 dex save. I assume That'd be no problem for it.
Barely passes. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
that's
Uh,
my turn.
That is your turn. All right. It is now the monster's turn. It is going to. What is this bitch going to do? First, let's see if it gets the roar back. Does not. All right. And it is going to try to. All right. It turns towards Baradar. Um, attacks it twice with its claws, and then swings around and slaps it with its tail and tries to throw him into the ravine. First, the two attacks. What is the modifier on this thing? Plus 12. 19 and 17. 17 misses, 19 hits. And it's 2d8 plus 7. So it's 15 damage to Baradar. And then a strength roll against them. So that's the creatures. This is Baradar's. Oh shit, I think Baradar loses.
They both suck.
They both rolled really poorly, but wait, what is Baradar's strength modifier? Is he stronger than that thing?
Probably worse now that he's a fighter.
No, his strength modifier is 9. Okay, so despite both rolling poorly and Baradar rolling slightly worse, he manages to push back onto his heels and resist the big slap of the metal tail trying to throw him into the river. You, for a moment, consider the fact that he has never been in water before. He certainly does not know how to swim.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Do any of us know how to swim?
no.
I don't even know what swimming is.
You've been submerged in water up to your thighs when you were in the Druid's refuge. That was the first time you had ever experienced water on your body.
We bathed, right?
Yes, you were able to sort of
Marvelous.
crouch and bathe. This looks like a stream of several feet of depth moving at a decent pace. It would be very difficult for you to navigate that. Okay. That's it for Barra. No, that's it for the creature. Eduardo's turn. Eduardo, your turn.
Yup.
Your stun passes. Make an attempt to get out of it.
6. God damn it.
Again, you remain paralyzed by the concussive blow in your brain.
Alright.
Okay, that's it. Baradar's turn. He is going to sort of inch his way around the front of the creature without ever triggering an opportunity attack, and is going to make 3 more strikes at it. Oh, he had 10 hit points, temporary hit points, though, so actually it's only 5. Wow, that's crazy. All right, then he's going to attack it again 3 times with, yeah, that recharged on a long rest. He looks totally fine.
Baradar does?
Yeah. All right, 2 hit, 20, but and then let's roll once to see if his obsidian sword breaks. It does not. All right, half to 10. Does 10 damage to the creature slashing at it with his obsidian. All right, Yud, your turn.
Huh. Um. How's it looking for damage?
You would guess roughly halfway damaged, halfway to being destroyed.
I kind of get the vibe that if this thing attacked me, it's like my AC is just 17, so like I should just go for the reckless attack. I feel like and do the Great Weapon Master.
It's a reasonable
Yeah.
argument. Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
So
Um,
-5.
yep,
We'll
I
give
got it on
so
there. Not
2
great.
hits.
Oh, shit, I forgot it's advantage. So yeah,
Okay.
and I rolled a bunch of damage. So that's nice.
Okay, so the total is um
Do you hit though?
26. Yes, both of those hit because they're both at advantage. So 23 minus 5 is 18. It's exactly the AC he needs. 26 plus 23 is 49, half to 24. Okay, 24
Not
damage.
bad.
Not bad at all. Okay, Justin, your turn.
All right, I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So close. Rip. Um,
Oh.
I guess as I'm passing it, I'll use a guiding bolt. Okay, I'll use my other channel divinity.
Okay, so it hits, and advantage for the next person to attack it.
Yeah, probably wasn't worth it. Whatever.
Okay. All right. 8 damage, not resisted. Okay. It is now the monster's turn. Let's roll. Please give me back my roar. Oh, and it just got it. Okay. Well, all of you lined up together. The internal mechanism of the creature sort of clinks in place. It rears back and again lets out a tremendous concussive roar. Everybody make Constitution saves. Eduardo,
Is it a cone or a line?
What happens
It's a
to
cone.
me?
It's a
21.
cone. It's a
Do I
60-foot
just
cone.
do I just remain as is, or
No, you roll a. Hold on. What did
because if
stun
I
say?
pass, what would happen? If I pass,
You
do
take
I?
half.
Oh, it's about the damage. It's not even about the effect. Yeah.
Yeah, you're already stunned. But
Yeah,
let's see if
you can't fail the effect, but you might still take the damage. You would just automatically take
And
the
I
damage, right?
saved. I keep concentration too.
13.
fail. All right.
13 to fail.
Okay. So you 17 is a pass. Barely. That is the AC, that is the save. Okay. So 34 half to 17. Oh, let me roll for Baradar. Uh, uh,
Half to
con
8 for
save.
me, right?
Yep, you passed.
All right. Down to 60.
Baradar fails. Okay. So Baradar takes 34 damage. Yud, you take 17 half to 8.
Yep.
Eduardo, you take 34 unless you half it to 17.
Yeah, half.
Okay. And Justin, you take 17. Okay.
Yeah.
And my
And
con save
Baradar
proficiency is really shining.
is stunned.
Phenomenal.
Oh shit.
He drops
So
his
wait,
weapon. He drops his sword to the ground, and he's completely paralyzed.
so I have to roll a 17 to be released from my stun? Is that the
17 to be
save?
released in the save. Yep, that's the save.
Oh god,
Okay.
I'm fucked.
All right, that's the monster's turn. Eduardo, your turn. End of your turn. You're stunned. You try to make one more attempt. You fail.
No, fuck.
This,
Uh,
this is so annoying. This is like it failed.
Does it last indefinitely until he saves?
it lasts for 1 minute, so we're not
So
at
might
10
as
yet.
well be, yeah.
Might as well be
And
infinite. All right,
no worries.
Baradar.
This is
Your
round
turn.
Justin's
3.
almost there.
Baradar is stunned. Let's see if he manages to get out. He also does not manage to get out. He is still stunned at the end of his turn. He is looking very scared at this creature, which is now apparently sizing him up for slices. Now that he is stunned, the creature gets advantage against all his attacks on him. That's Bardar's turn. Yud, your turn.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm trying to lure it away from Baradar, partially, and I'm gonna, scream at the creature and say, like, pick on someone your own size and go for just 2 normal attacks. Oh, sorry, not Great Weapon Master.
But
So,
reckless or no?
No, I think just normal. So just
Okay.
just that 21 for the first one, and then um, the rage is just 3. It's not 13. So,
Okay, so
17 half to 8.
half to 8. Okay. Okay. Your blow glances at it. Make an intimidation check at disadvantage.
Nat 20.
Instead of
And that is
disadvantage, 16 is
Oh,
still good enough.
okay.
16 is enough to distract it, at least for the moment, because it could kill Baradar now, because it has advantage on all of its attacks, and it's just going to try to cut him up into pieces.
All right. Well, here it
Okay.
comes. It's gonna slack
That's
me
the
up instead.
intimidation check. Yeah, Justin, your turn.
Alright, I will walk 5 feet forward and cast Lesser Restoration.
Hey, you are now unstunned, Eduardo.
Okay.
Damn, if only I'd started 5 feet closer. Rip. Alright. Okay.
Okay. Anything else for the rest of your movement or bonus action or anything?
No, I meant to cast Spiritual Weapons 2 rounds ago, but I forgot.
Okay. Excellent.
Uh,
That's it. Do you want to use the rest of your movement to get close to Baradar?
oh, yeah, sure. I'll go here.
Okay.
Actually, I'll go
Behind?
behind him in case
Yeah.
in case Eduardo needs to get in there or something. I don't know.
It's funny that none of you are responding to the fact that he has a cone attack yet. You're all still staying in cone shape.
I mean, you put Baradar in the code. He was
And,
behind. I had to go
and
to
I was
Eduardo.
and
I did.
I've been frozen this whole time, so it's
That's
really
true.
just Yud.
It's really just Yud.
I
Okay.
mean, I don't want to
That's
be knocked into the water, I guess. I
all
mean,
right. It's gonna roll to see if it does not get its roar back, unfortunately. Instead of directing all of its attacks at Baradar, it's gonna direct only one of them and will make 2 attacks at you, Sewell. So 19 to hit for the first one.
yeah, that hits.
All right. And the other one
And
hits
I
as
gotta roll a
well.
con save. Oh, and
You gotta roll
lose
2 con
divine
saves.
favor, right?
You gotta
Or
roll.
do I keep divine favor? How is it greater than 10 or greater?
Yep, 10 or greater.
Okay, cool. So I saved that. But sorry, say that again, please.
You have to roll it for each attack, so you have to roll it twice.
All right.
Okay. So
But
it's
how much
9
damage do I take?
plus 14 is 23. Half to 11.
All right.
So the con save was actually 11, but you still passed.
Still pass both. Okay.
Oh wait, sorry,
Excellent.
it's half the damage you take, so it's
23 half to 11. Okay, so 150. You're grinding on her. All right, and then 1 attack at Baradar. This one is at advantage. Oh, this is 17. Both of it misses. Despite the advantage, he rolled like shit. Okay, that's it for the monster. Eduardo, it is your turn. You are not stunned for the first time all
In
game.
like 5 turns, yeah.
The first round, you got a crit that did 45 damage, and then you were stunned for your arrogance.
Yeah, I wonder if there's. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna throw my knife again.
Do it.
26,
Hits. Okay,
17 damage.
19 damage. 19 damage,
Yeah.
not resisted. So it goes to 62. Okay. All right.
So 62
It is
hit points left, guys.
starting to look pretty hurt.
Cool.
It is leaking this oily substance, and you can see that there is some gear fire mechanism inside of it. Okay, that's it.
I feel like I'm gonna move
Okay, sure.
maybe back
Absolutely.
here so
Sure.
I'm undercover so he can't hit me with his scream.
Okay, bonus action. Do you want to make a stealth or something?
Maybe hide. Yeah, let's do the
Yeah.
hide.
Make a stealth roll.
This is like a full wall that I'm behind, right?
Yes, it's a column. Okay. All right. Not good enough for it. It is still able to determine you. You are not in stealth, but ow.
Yeah, undercover, right?
Undercover, yes. It just rolled a 20 on its perception against your stealth, so it's still
Yeah.
able to sense you. Okay.
That's fine.
That's it for that. Um. All right. Vardar. His turn ends. He tries to shake out of his stun. He is still stunned. Yud's turn. Yud's not here. All right. Well, let's chill on Yud.
What is this picture? Is it just me or does it look like a creepy cave?
Yeah, he set his once Puya pulled up the map, he set that background.
It's just like a creepy
It's like
cave.
a mine shaft.
Oh yeah, there's like rails on the floor.
Very nice. He emerged from the mine shaft. Yud, it is your turn. Yud. You're muted. Can't hear you.
Still can't hear you.
Still can't hear you. I think he said "fuck you." Was that his response? Yeah. Okay. Very nice. It is your turn. Hurt, leaking oil, damaged. It's maybe got an eighth of its health left. Go for it. First one hits. 27, half to 13. Not enough to kill it, but it's looking very badly hurt.
3 of that is radiant.
It's even closer to dying, but it's not quite there. Okay. That's it from Justin, it is your turn.
It looks pretty close to the edge.
It looks like it is barely standing. I mean, it looks like the gears and mechanisms are spinning out and starting to fall out underneath.
I'll swing my sword at it.
Okay. It's
22. Does 4 damage?
4 is precisely the amount needed to kill it. How do you want to do it?
I'm just gonna try to stab through wherever there's a chink and then like pull down to kind of eviscerate it or whatever the equivalent would be for this metal thing.
Okay. You reach some kind of pneumatic line, and as you cut it open, the legs and body locks up, and the creature falls over. This is very high quality, at least a ton of what looks like pure steel lying before you.
Is there a way we can hide it? Let's just drag it into the corner at least for now, or something.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
wait. Let's just honestly, let's leave it and see if we can if we can go. Do you have the next encounter prepared or?
I do, but we're at 11 right now, and that one's going to be a long one. So I don't know if you want to proceed or not. I had like a puzzle sort of before or as part of the initial encounter before the fighting starts, so we can proceed for a little bit and then stop, or whatever we want to do, or we can just stop now. This is a natural stopping
No,
point.
I guess it makes sense to stop now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Baradar is going to insist on a short rest so he can get his action surge and stuff back, and to heal up
Okay.
a little bit.
Sure. I can get my channel divinity back, I think. So sounds good.
In a significant amount of time. I mean, it's only producing like less than 10 pounds a week, and this is
Wait, are they a ton of steel each?
yes.
Oh
Wow.
damn. That's like it's like enough for an army practically.
I mean, you can decide what you want to do with this, but you are assuming you get away with all of this metal. You are going to be the richest army, or perhaps the richest people in the tableland.
Huh. Plus all the zombie metal.
I mean, that's what I'm counting. And between those, you might be able to fully arm every member of the Crimson Legion in steel. In any case, this is a good place for us to stop. Uh, absolutely. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. That seems like a good place for us to go. Everybody make investigation checks to investigate not just the creature, but the room and see if you can determine anything about the origins of this place.
There's probably more. If we just come back with like a different hat and give some
Can I
bad
make like a
intention.
history check?
If you want to make history, that seems like a perfectly to determine the history of this place
18.
separate from what you can do. Okay. All
Alright,
right.
I'll guidance myself. I just want to make note that the next conflict we should do before an hour passes. um, or oh wait, no. Death Ward's 8 hours, so we're good. As long as we do it within 8 hours, we're good.
At this point,
Okay.
you have 10 hours left on when the ritual ought to be completed for the dragon.
No,
You,
I just meant
you,
Death Ward, the 4th level spell,
Oh,
lasts
yeah.
for 8 hours, so we want to do it before that runs out.
Okay.
you
Eduardo,
know, my life was probably saved by the stunning. Because if not, I would have just run down the mine shaft, and this thing is probably faster than me, so probably just devoured me alone while you guys rushed to slowly get to me.
it's way
What?
faster than you. It would absolutely catch up to you, and it would pursue you if you went down that shaft eventually, for sure. But I don't know exactly what it would do. We'd have to roll for it. But Eduardo, your investigation check as you examine the steel and you sort of examine the inner workings of it, you can see that there are buildups of dirt on the internal gearing of this structure that is hard for you to imagine even how air might have gotten in there. Just based off of the deposits of this material, you would guess that this was a unmoved, previously developed construct from some ancient age. It's hard for you to predict exactly how old it was, but whoever has built these things is long, long, long dead for certain.
Okay. Well,
Uh, your history, okay, 17 history is enough for you to see that there's a script and pictographic messages sort of very artfully inlaid onto this sandstone walls. You see now that what you previously thought was a single large cavity was this sandstone deposit underneath the ground, and it is the fine workmanship inside of this area that seems to constitute whatever ancient peoples had built something. You can tell that the script is a derivative of, or at least very similar to Undercommon and Dwarvish, but your keen sense of the room tells you that the people who constructed this were more like halfling size. that whoever had built this room built it for a type of creature which you're not you know for a fact this is not halfling writing. Your best guess is that this is some kind of citadel of a dead race. There are stories of those that you have come across in your learning, that there were many other peoples on that you can't deduce from the archaeological evidence, at least not yet. But yeah, that's what you determine. And this seems like a good place to stop. Sure.
Whatever you want to believe, man.
Yeah. Do you think the robots have feelings? Did you feel like this was a sentient creature? Okay. This is a soulless monstrosity then.
I don't think it was really enough information to make a judgment either way. It didn't speak in a language that I understood, and therefore it's hard for me to think of it as an equal. uh,
Okay.
All right.
All right, folks.
I'm gonna go.
Yep.
Thanks, Booyah.
Yep.
Okay.
Next
Bye,
week,
guys.
Thursday again?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds
Yep.
good.
Yep.
Bye.